Hey guys, it's Ashley and this is a storytime video. I've seen a lot of people doing these storytime videos and it made me want to do one. And so this is a story of time a older man was hitting on me at McDonald's. This happened about maybe like 2 years ago. And so I went to McDonald's for lunch with my grandma and we ordered our food, and she told me that she was gonna find a seat and wait for me and I'll get the food. And that's usually what we do. So she went to find somewhere to sit and wait for me, and I was waiting by the counter for our food, and then out of nowhere this random guy just stands next to me, like not like super close but a few feet away from me. I'm not really bothered by it because he's not really talking to me yet, and so I'm just on my phone, and out of the blue, he just randomly asks me, where do I live? And at first I didn't really answer him because it kind of caught me off guard. I didn't think he was talking to me because I'm kind of socially awkward in general, so I didn't think he was talking to me. I just didn't really respond. And then he asked me, hey, where you from? Where do you live? I kind of froze, and I still didn't say anything. I was just kind of like, I don't know, I looked at him and then he was kind of like looking at me like this. It was creepy, and I still like didn't really know what to say. And he was like, "Hey, where you live? Huh? Girl, where you live?" And this guy was like in his 40s probably, or late 30s. But that was creepy. I was 18 at the time. Me being my really nervous self, I tell him the city that we were in. I guess isn't too bad because there's like a lot of houses and areas, so he wouldn't know exactly where I live. But I was just like so freaked out. I didn't want him to keep asking me that, so I just said the city. And it's not like a big city, and it's not like a super small city, but it's more on the smaller side. But I kind of regret saying that. But I was just so like nervous and I didn't know what else to say. So anyway, I was like, blah blah blah, my city. Why? Like, why are you asking me that? And he was like, oh, I'm just wondering, I'm just wondering where you live. I'm just trying to make a conversation or something like that. And he just kept going on and on and on. And I kind of just blocked him out from that. He was kind of just talking to himself at the moment. And then the lady gave me my food, and she kind of like noticed him like talking to me, I guess. And she kind of looked at him and gave me a look, and then looked at him again. Went to my grandma where she was sitting, and I told her like all about what the guy and where I'm from and this and that. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's creepy and this and that. Then he found himself a table, and it wasn't like super close, but it was like maybe a few tables away, and a few times he kept glancing at me, which was really like creeping me out. And so we didn't want to leave right away just in case he like followed us. And then so we're sitting next to the window, and his car is parked kind of by the entrance. So he goes out of McDonald's and he goes into his car, and he waits in his car, I kid you not, for like 20 minutes or even half an hour. And we didn't want to leave until he left, and he's just waiting there like doing nothing. And so finally I guess he gave up or had to go somewhere, I don't know, and he left. And then a few minutes later we left, but we didn't want to go straight home, like to my grandma's house or my house, just in case he was still around and like followed us. So we went to the mall and we shopped there for a while, and then I went home and she went home, and it was all good. Like we did not see him at the mall, like thank God. But yeah, that was one creepy guy. That was a story of the time I was hit on or stalked by an older man at McDonald's. I hope you liked the story. Yeah, I just gotta be careful. And I told my mom the story after, and she was telling me that I should have complained to, well, not complained, but I should have told the people at McDonald's what was going on, so they could have like called security or something. But I didn't think it was that big of a deal at the time when it was happening. But I don't know. You know, if that ever happened to me again, I probably would. And, you know, I'd probably be more not so like nervous about it. And yeah. I have a lot of things that happened to me at McDonald's. Funny stories, creepy stories. Well, that was the only creepy story, but a lot of them are like funny stories and weird stories. So let me know if you want me to share those in another video or not. I hope you liked it. Bye guys.